Hey cuties, it's your journaling partner Rihanna D. Hart, and welcome back to the show. So I have been letting myself doom scroll way too often. And it's not just me relaxing, re-energizing. No, it's getting to a point where I have been re-energizing for several hours, and I can feel that the energy is now just negative, that I'm stuck in the doom scroll. I literally am having a fight with my brain, which happens a lot. I'm fighting my brain a lot. But specifically with this, if I'm just scrolling on social media and it's been a couple hours, I will convince myself somehow that I should just keep doing this and that there's no way I'm going to finish any of my tasks that I want to get done today and that I can just do it later. Even though it's like, girl, you're running out of time and you have a full-time job. Let's not waste this precious free time that we have. Yeah, let's not. But I think what I'm missing is that transitional task to help me become more motivated and more productive. Because going from being really stuck on and zoned in on your social media straight to the chores I need to get done, like laundry or dishes or a project that I have to work on, it's a huge jump. It's so big. So I need something that can help me get to that full productivity. I need stepping stones. And if that sounds like something that could work for you, you're in luck today, because that's exactly what we're talking about. We're basically making a things to do list when you're doom scrolling. So I came up with a list that I'm going to call my keep in mind list. This is going to include tasks that you probably don't allow yourself to do because you don't think it's that important. And we really need to ask ourselves, why do I allow myself to scroll on my phone for hours, but I won't allow myself to complete simple activities that make me happier? Good question. I mean, either way, you're using the time. So let's just make sure you're not abusing the energy. This might feel like another to-do list, but it's really something to help you out of that rut so that you can get to your to-do list. And I have 2 reasons why I'm calling it my keep in mind list. One is because my mom bought me some cute tab page markers for my journal, and the title on the cardboard wrapping says keep in mind. I'll show you a little sneak peek of the page. It says keep in mind in a super cute handwritten font and has 2 stars, one at the beginning, one at the end. So I thought it was a perfect little title for a page. I obviously had to use it. And the other reason is because these are tasks that will make you feel productive, but they're not traditional chores and they don't have a deadline attached to it. So it's a collection of ideas that you can look back on when you feel stuck on social media or stuck in your head. Like, these really are just tasks that you should keep in the back of your mind, and luckily we're writing out so you don't have to keep it at the front of your mind all the time. You can just come back to it and pick 1 or 2 things that you want to do to help you feel motivated. It's really like a connecting bridge from feeling like you wasted a day to feeling like you had a productive day. That's the goal here. So I have a huge list of things. I am going to show you now what my journal looks like. I have 2 pages here filled out with things to do on your device and then things to do off of your device. There's so much more of things to do off of your device, but I totally understand, like, we use our devices every day. So there are things that you need to do on your device. So I'm not saying that you have to be anti-device the entire time to get you into a motivated state. I'm saying there are options to do things on your device and off your device. So let me tell you everything that I've thought of, because I have so many ideas, and I think just jot down whatever ideas you really enjoy. And also, if you have any of your own ideas that I don't say, comment the ideas you have. I would love to hear them. You can comment them on my social media, or I think you can comment on Spotify and YouTube. I don't know about other platforms, but yeah, all of my handles will be written in the show notes, so don't you worry if you don't know what my social medias are. Let's get back to my very long list. I swear it will be worth it because there are so many things that I'm so excited to do in the future. We just don't have time to do all of this right now. So that's why we gotta make a list so that we can have fun little moments of feeling productive in the future. Because there's really not enough time in life to do everything you want. Okay, it's the truth. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't, but it is. Okay, these are the fun things that I thought of. The first one is update your Spotify library. I don't know about you, but all of my playlists are just scattered everywhere. I feel like I make a playlist whenever I feel like I've been listening to the same songs too often, so I need to make a new one with new songs, but I really love a couple of the songs still from my old playlist, and it just gets super messy. It's not aesthetic to look at, and then I get confused about what playlist to play around other people, and really my goal here is to have playlists that have specific vibes. The second one is to cleanse your camera roll. I know you have this on your phone because I have it too. Yeah, that event that you went to 2 years ago where you took 500 photos with each of your friends in the same poses. Yeah, narrow it down, babe. Narrow it down. We don't need to see 100 pictures of the same photo. Okay? Okay? I'm really talking to myself right here because I have so many events that I need to do that for. Yeah. I have been avoiding my camera roll, which is so bad. Okay, next one. Clean up your contacts in your phone. So just make sure you know who is who in there. Because I have like 3 or 4 Sophias in my phone, and I only put their first name, and I don't have any notes about them. So I don't have I just cannot remember who is who. Next is check your subscriptions, because I have accidentally kept a subscription that I did not want to keep and went 3 months without noticing. So I paid 3 months worth of something that I'm not using. Whoa, I don't know if I said this, but we're starting with the things to do on your devices. Should have started with that. It'll be kind of obvious, but I'll let you know when we transition to things to do off of your devices. Anywho, next is to go through your emails, because there are so many emails that I leave unopened that are from brands and organizations and things that I've just subscribed to or signed up for free rewards and stuff like that, that maybe I don't even use anymore, or that just are so, they email you every freaking day. And it's like, take a chill pill, okay? Please stop emailing me. And if you feel like that, make sure to unsubscribe to those things. Next, make lists or write stuff about yourself in your notes app. Like, write your current favorite things, the best episodes from a TV show, your wish list, things that you hate, your standards in a relationship, any type of random thing. Because sometimes, oh my gosh, keep track of things that you could say during 2 truths and a lie, or never have I ever, because even though we're growing up and I get it, I don't know how often icebreakers are going to happen like that. They will. They will when you least expect it, and then you're left blank and you don't know what to write down, you don't know what to say. Well, guess what, babe? You do, because you wrote it in your notes app. I just love it because it keeps you prepared and it keeps you present with who you are, kind of, when you write down things like this. So I think it's fun to do. Next, look up something you've been curious about. So, like, don't just doom scroll on TikTok watching slime videos when you could be learning something new that you haven't gotten a chance to learn about, because we are always going to be students. Just keep learning through life, even if you're not in school. Next is to ask yourself, what am I struggling with? And when you answer that, search for solutions. For example, I have been trying to look for a therapist since moving to a new city, and it's been really hard to search it up, and so I kind of just gave up. And then I finally thought about it again and got back to looking stuff up online, and I now have my first therapy appointment planned. So it really does work, even if it doesn't work out the first time searching online. But it is important when you want to figure out something that you feel like you're struggling with. Another thing could be like if you're struggling with working out and you really need to be in a class where someone is instructing you and helping you through workouts, then this would be a great opportunity for you to search up maybe free workout classes happening around your city, or different gyms that you could go to that have instructors to help you through it. So yeah, because I have found a few places in Atlanta that have free yoga like once a week or several times throughout a month. So it's been really great. I've gotten to try some free yoga sessions, which is so nice because the girl's trying to save money. So don't give up before you look it up, okay? And the last thing for things to do on your device is to pick out new photos to put up in your home. So I just recently did this where, and by recently, I mean a few months ago, but I don't understand time. Anyways, I had photos, framed photos that basically had been the same for at least 3 years. And life keeps changing. So I thought it was time to upgrade my photos. Okay, now we're on to things to keep in mind that don't involve your device. First, you can junk journal so your junk doesn't start to overwhelm you. I feel like I have multiple piles from like trips I've taken or experiences that I've had, and sometimes it gets to a point where I forget where something is from. Next is to start reading a book that you got, I don't know, maybe a few years ago, and it's just sitting on your bookshelf and you never opened it, you never started reading it. Start on that TBR. Let's pause on buying more books and let's start with the ones that we physically have right now. Again, I'm talking to myself right there. Yeah. Next is to reorganize a drawer or a cabinet. So I thought of this because I feel like I really need to just freshen up my pantry. I feel like I was so organized when I first moved into my apartment with where I put things and on what shelf, and now it's just all over the place because I feel like I just run out of time. Next is to use the face mask. You bought a face mask, so why not use it? Enjoy a little self-care time. Next thing is to get rid of those clothes you don't wear. I'm talking to myself again because I have so many clothes that I have probably had since high school that, one, probably don't fit my body the way I want it to, and two, are not my style anymore, so I don't even like how it looks, so why do I have it? Other things to do with your closet is, one, to try and come up with new outfit combos, and maybe even like take pictures of your outfit options so that you can make a folder on your photo app with all of your outfits, so that when you're stressing about an outfit, you can just quickly go and look at it and swipe through to remember how beautiful you look in them. Oh my God, that's another thing you can do on your device that I just thought of. Okay. Yeah. And the other thing that you could do for your closet is to organize your closet rainbow order. I don't know about y'all, but it's just satisfying to look at. I do this majority of the time, but there are moments just when I get into such a busy schedule. I get lazy with my laundry and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I'm just shoving my clothes into my closet and I don't always keep the rainbow. I don't always keep the rainbow. So it's just something pleasant to look at. Next thing is to paint your nails. I just started painting my nails again. I used to paint my nails all the time, but again, life just gets busy. I feel like I'm gonna say this 10 million times this episode, and it's just a fun little activity. Also, I don't know about you, but whenever I have my nails done, I feel so put together. Next thing is to light a candle, because why not fill your room with some beautiful scents and just create such cozy vibes? The next thing is pick a recipe from that recipe book that you never use. That is something I want to do, because I feel like I've been repeating the meals that I have. It's really easy to do that, because I'm used to the meals, but it's always fun to spice it up every once in a while, and you have the recipe book, so use it. Next is to refresh your morning and night routines, because sometimes when you're stuck in the same routine, it kind of can get you into a rut. Next is to take a walk outside. Just getting yourself outside, I feel like, is so motivating. And another thing that I feel like is really motivating is to turn on your favorite music and have a dance break. Both of those things, going on a walk and having a dance break, just you're moving your body. And even though it's not like you're completing a chore or anything like that, you are putting the motivation into your body so that you feel pumped for the next thing that you have to do. Next is to write a handwritten letter to your family or friend. Yes, this is my secret way of telling all of my friends and family that are listening to this to write me a handwritten letter, and I will do the same for you when I have time. But I just love getting a letter in the mail that is not a bill or an ad. It's just so sweet. Next is to try a new makeup look or new hairstyle, because I feel like whenever I am rushing to go somewhere, I'm just always doing the same hairstyle and makeup look that I'm used to, because I know that I will feel comfortable with it, but that means I'm never mixing it up. I'm never looking different or new or fresh. Well, I'm always looking fresh, but I just don't want to try something that I'm not confident in doing. So when you have free time and you're just dilly-dallying, like, try a new hairstyle. See if you like how your hair looks in a high ponytail or half up, half down, or different types of braids. I feel like it's a good little trial run before it's down to game time and you need to make a decision. Next one relates to the last one I said. It's to clean your makeup brushes. It's just a little simple task that I feel like we always forget to do, or we only think about it when we are about to use it. The next thing is to get a fun drink, like tea, coffee, soda, matcha, any type of drink like that is just different than water. I love water so much. And there are some times where I need something to just make myself feel more confident throughout my day, and it can just start your day right. Next is to listen to a new artist or podcaster. So if you have a friend that you feel like needs to spruce up their life, send this podcast to them if they haven't listened to it yet. The next thing is to try a new craft. So it could be needle pointing, it could be coloring in a coloring book, something like that. Just putting some creativity into your flow, into your day, could bring really good productivity. Next is to walk around your space and make a refill list. So it could be like you need to get more toilet paper or tissues, But it could also be, for me personally, I was talking with my family and I realized that on my map that I have on my wall of the United States, I have not updated it probably for 2 or 3 years now because I like to make it color coded for like, I color code it. One color is like really special places in the US. Then another color means that I've visited these places. Another color is for all of the national parks that I've been to. And then the last color is for places that I'm planning on going or I want to go to. And I just ran out of those specific colors. So I stopped pinning and I stopped updating my map. And it's been a while. So that's something that I need to refill that I literally have spent years avoiding. The next thing is to learn the words to a song. For example, I am currently learning the rap in Determinate, which is a song from Lemonade Mouth, a Disney Channel original movie. If you haven't watched it, highly recommend. Super cheesy and has amazing music. I'm determined to learn it, so it can be my next party trick. Also, if you want to see my progress with learning it, I am posting it on my main Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. That's like just me, Rihanna Dehart, not journaling social media. So I can also put that in the show notes if you want to look at my progress. Oh, and adding on to that, like if you're an actor or you just really love movies and TV shows, practice a monologue. It's really good to just keep practicing so that it's fresh in your mind. Next is to buy yourself flowers. This is important to do. Love yourself, treat yourself. And it's so fun buying real flowers because I feel like it just spruces up your place and brings motivation to make the rest of your place feel nice. Next thing is to practice a new skill. For me, this would be solving a Rubik's Cube. I got a Rubik's Cube in my stocking for Christmas last year, and I have yet to memorize how to solve one. I want to be that type of person that can pick up a Rubik's Cube and just solve it in like 1 minute. But how do we get there? Practice. Because practice makes permanent. It's fun to learn new things, even when you feel like you're too old to learn new things. You're never too old to learn new skills. Next is to have a brainstorm session for any ideas that you have, maybe an idea for a book or a script or a song. You could be the next Taylor Swift or the next best-selling author. Okay, we're so close. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more things on my list. Let's get through this. Next one is to make a vision board for something coming up in your life. Because like I say in my vision board episode, you don't have to make a vision board for everything going on in your life. You can make it for your dream clothing style. You can make it for the season of fall. The next thing is to plan your next day trip because there are so many beautiful places to visit around you. You just have to look for them. And okay, so this would probably include using a device to look up things to go do. But that's besides the point. It'd be fun to do because then you're planning something, you're getting into an excited, energized mood of, oh my gosh, I get to go do this in a week. Okay, next thing is to make a birthday calendar so that you never forget anyone's birthday because I hate when I forget someone's birthday. I don't mean to. There are just so many birthdays. And especially when you have your regular calendar, sometimes that can just get covered up really quickly by everything else going on in your life. So if you have a separate calendar that you can just flip through and see whose birthday is when, it would just make life a little bit easier. Second to last thing, check to see if all of your pens and markers work. This is also, all of these are so random. I don't know, I was just thinking and these are the things that came to my mind. But this could be something that you add to your refill list as well. Like I have a monthly calendar where I use dry erase markers and some are running out of ink and I like to switch up the colors for every month and base what colors I'm using off of the vibe of the month. So my color selection for my dry erase markers are becoming very slim. So yeah, I might want to refill on my expo markers. And the last thing that I have on my list is to add lemon to your water. It's just a simple little thing that can make you feel fancy. Whew. Oh my goodness. That was a lot. That was a lot. Thank you for sitting through it with me and listening to all of the things. I really hope that you like a lot of these things. This is just what I thought of, and really, I am excited to do every single one of these whenever I possibly can. The amount of things that I said, I know it's a lot overall, so I really hope it's not overwhelming to think about all of these things. That's not the intention here, because when you do write all of this down, it's going to look like a to-do list, and that could be a little scary. That could be a little scary to look at and feel like you have to get all of these things done. You really don't. You really don't. Kind of think of it like a menu. You're looking at a menu. So you can choose as many things as you want to do, or you could choose one thing. You could switch it up every time you look at the menu, or you could choose the same thing over and over again. Maybe one thing that you choose, let's look. Maybe one thing that you liked was painting your nails, and you realize that that is something you want to make time for once a week or once every other week to refresh your nails so that you feel put together and ready to go with all of your other tasks that you have to do that week. I had a lot of fun making mine, so I color-coded mine. For the things to do on your devices, I made them all orange, and then for the things to do off of your devices, I wrote that in green, and then I added little thought bubbles around my list that I wrote down. Really, having it written out will just be a wonderful guide for you that you can come back to when you're feeling stuck. Remember that it's okay to have days where you're feeling unmotivated and you don't complete everything on your to-do list. Even though these tasks feel like little wins, it all adds up to huge success. Thank you for joining me today. I have loved talking to you and blabbering on about all my random ideas about how to bring motivation back into our lives. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I can't wait to talk to you again. Bye!